everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be trying some more XCoat tips from Btartbox. As you guys may know, I have tried a lot of their nail tips and I love them so much. They have a 3-in-1 soft gel system, and that system is called their XCoat tips. I love these so much. I love how they are so easy to use. They are very beginner friendly. If you are a beginner wanting to start doing your nails at home and stop going to the salon and paying so much money, this is what I would recommend that you start off with, just because it is something so easy. They're almost just like press-on nails, but you can actually apply them using a solid glue gel or a glue gel in a bottle and cure them in the nail lamp, but they are already pre-designed. They do have a bunch of different options available on their website as on Amazon. These ones here specifically are some French tips in different like brown nude shades. I will also be using their XCoat tips system, like their builder gel and their top coat. This is to help seal in the French tip, or maybe if you get like the cat eye ones, this will help seal in the design so it doesn't chip off. And then I will also be using their glue gel in the bottle. They do have a solid glue gel, but I just sometimes prefer using the one in the bottle. And then I will also be using this gooseneck nail lamp, which is from Btartbox as well. That way it makes it super easy to cure on these nail tips. So these ones are their shorter shape, short square. I believe they're just short square. I will have them linked down below in the description box. But you can see on the back of the box here, they are a 3-in-1 soft gel system. It has the tip primer, soft gel tip, and the base coat. And then on the back of the box, it also does show how to apply the nail tips, and also just step by step on how you should be prepping your natural nails and then applying these nail tips. In today's video, I will not be prepping my natural nails. I will just be applying my peel-off base coat, but I have several different videos up on my YouTube channel showing how I like to prep for full cover nail tips or gel extensions, gel X nails, so you can definitely check out one of those videos. In the box, we of course have the nail tips, and then we also again just had some step-by-step instructions so you can easily follow them and get a very clean salon quality manicure right in your own home. So these nail tips, they look so flawless, so good. I still struggle doing French tips, and I have been doing nails for quite a while. French tip is definitely not an easy nail design, but it is one of those very popular nail designs because it's so classy, simplistic looking, and I love French tips, but I still struggle with doing them, and these nail tips definitely come in handy. For me, if I go on vacation or a quick weekend trip, I like to apply these because I am a nail content creator. I do my nails so often, but having something like this on hand is super helpful for me because I'm able to just quickly apply them. I'm able to have them on for a little while, and then I can just remove them, and I don't really have to worry about taking up so much extra time doing my nail designs or nail art on the nails, because these nail tips are already pre-colored and they also have that pre-French tip design on them. So we do have a total of 5 different colors here. There is a dark brown, lighter brown, pink tone, almost like a beige color, and then like a light pink salmon sand color. So pretty. I love all of these French tip colors. I also really like the shape of these nails and the length, something more of like a sports nail length, shorter nail length. I know a lot of people like this, especially if they have a job where they have to type a lot or just like lifting things. Even if you go to work out, most people like to do shorter nails. So this is really nice to have. I feel like most times I do longer nails on my channel. This is probably one of the shortest nail tips that I've ever tried, and I really love these. I think they're very cute. They look really nice. The quality of these nail tips are also 100%. The material that these are made out of is very, very strong, especially when you're using the protecting duos, step 1 and step 2, with the builder and the top coat. That builder gel just gives these nail tips just a little bit more strength, and I just really recommend that protecting duo when you are using these XCoat nail tips. The quality, like I was mentioning, I have a hard time bending these nail tips. The free edge isn't super thick, but it is still very thick. And then coming back to the material that these are made out of, they are just a really good quality nail tip. The French tip smile line is also flawless. I love how it looks. But now we're going to be jumping in here and actually applying these nail tips. This is a shorter video, and the reason for that is because of how quick and easy this is. I would recommend these nail tips to any beginner. It is so easy. You don't have to worry about doing nail art. You just apply them, put on your builder gel, your top coat, and you're finished. Or of course you can go in with a little bit of extra nail art just to spice things up and make them a little bit more unique. But like I mentioned in the beginning, not doing any prep today. I will have a video linked up in the cards though where I do show some nail prep, but I just applied my peel off base coat and now I'm sizing these out. I actually really like that they come on this strip. I think, of course, it's a lot better than the nail tips being in little baggies. This strip makes sizing out your nail tips super easy. You can just hold it across your nail and pick out what size is going to work best for you, like I'm doing here. These nail tips also fit me really nicely. If you do need to do any customization though, you can just take a hand file and file around the cuticle area, and just to make sure that the nail tip is going to fit you properly and perfectly, because everybody has different nail shapes. You may have a more rounded or more square cuticle area. Overall, the nail tips fit me really nicely though, and I don't really have to do any filing. But keep in mind, you can always do customization to these nail tips if it is necessary for you. I will be using the Gooseneck Flash Cure nail lamp and then also the glue gel like I mentioned earlier, and I am just applying that glue gel to the inside of the nail tip and curing it down onto my natural nail. Because these nail tips are intended to be applied using a gel product and cured, the actual color on the nail tip is transparent and has that like see-through look to it, so that when you have the gel under there, the nail lamp is going to reach through and cure the gel perfectly. You don't have to worry about anything with these nail tips because they are intended to be applied using gel. They are not a normal press-on where you have to use nail glue, like air dry nail glue. These you can use glue gel, so just keep that in mind. You aren't going to have any issues curing. For my flash cure, I do roughly a 30-second flash cure, and then once I did have all of the nails applied, that's when I went into my larger nail lamp and did a full 60-second cure. I like to do a little bit of filing to these nails. Now, something to keep in mind, the French tip will come off if you file it, so be very careful when you are filing. You also don't want to buff over the entire surface of the nail, or again, you will remove the French tip. And of course, if you're not wanting to do that, just keep that in mind so that doesn't happen. Once the nail tips were all cured though, for that 60-second cure, I didn't have any issues with any uncured gel. I'm now just going in and doing a little bit of filing. I'm just crisping that free edge, and then I also decided to take my e-file and go under the nail a little bit just to help remove that piece on the underside of the nail tip. You can see it here. It just doesn't look as clean. It looks like a press-on pulled off of that strip. So I just wanted to clean that up. I used an e-file to do that. I also took my e-file around the cuticle area to help seal it in. You also don't necessarily need to do that. I just feel it gives a little bit more of a cleaner look. These nail tips already give a very seamless and flawless transition, making them look very good already. But I just went in here doing this very gently, just keeping it around the cuticle. And then I also did take a buffer just to go over top of that area where I filed. I didn't go down to the French tip part though, because again, you can file that off and it won't have the French tip anymore. Once I was finished filing, I did just take a dust brush and remove all of the nail dust, and then I will be jumping in with some nail art. The nail tips were looking so amazing, so flawless. I was loving them, but I wanted to go in with a little bit of nail art just to spice things up. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I just wanted to make them look a little bit different. I would say maybe customize them a little bit, but if you don't want to go in with nail art, this is when you would just take that protecting duo, start with step number 1 and then go to step number 2. But I'm going to be doing nail art before we go to that step. So I pulled out a brown gel polish, also a liner brush, and a dotting tool, and I am actually going to be doing some chocolate nails. I thought these brown French tips screamed chocolate nails. Like, I don't know, I was just getting that type of vibe, something different than like the reds and pink hearts for Valentine's Day. I thought chocolates also goes very well with Valentine's Day, and these brown French tips, I thought it would be perfect to do a chocolate nail set. So on all of the nails except for my ring finger and my thumb, I'll do my thumb off camera, but for all of the other nails, I'm going to be doing chocolate drips coming from the cuticle area. So I just use the dotting tool to place 3 dots, and then I'll use that liner brush just to make it look like the brown or chocolate is dripping from the cuticle area. I will do one nail at a time, doing a 30-second cure. Just that way I don't get clumsy and bump into it. I just want to make sure I cure it and it stays in place, and then I'll just repeat the process to all of the other nails. I didn't want all of the nails to be just the chocolate drips, so I decided that for my ring finger, I was going to do a chocolate dripping heart. So I started off with the dotting tool and the liner brush to create a heart. I cured that, and then I'm also going to be making 2 drips coming off of the heart, almost like the heart is a piece of chocolate and the chocolate is dripping off of it, just to kind of mix things up a little bit and add a little bit more to the nail look. The entire time I was doing this nail set, I was thinking of chocolate covered strawberries, so the only thing that I thought could make this nail set better would be to add a strawberry. I didn't add anything to the strawberry, I just added 1 strawberry sticker to one of the nails, and I just thought it was the perfect little touch. Once I had that where I wanted it, I then am of course finished with the nail set, and now I'm going in with the protecting duo. I'll start off with step number 1, which is the builder gel. I'll apply a layer of that to all of the nails. Make sure you are sealing the free edge, that way you will prevent any chipping from the French tip. I applied that, I cured for 30 seconds, and then I did go in with step number 2, which is the top coat. I applied a layer of that to all of the nails, and then I also did another 30-second cure. After the top coat was applied, I was complete with the nail set, so I'm now taking my cuticle oil. I applied that to my cuticles, rubbed that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set, and I just absolutely loved the finished look of these nails. They were so simple, but yet very, very cute, and I loved how I did not have to do the French tips. That is just a time saver, and it just really takes away so much stress of needing to draw every little French tip on the nails and struggling so much to try to get them perfect and even and everything like that. So having the French tips, I love French tip nails, but drawing them, on another hand, that is something that makes me not want to do French tips. So having these nails already have the pre-color, pre-French tip design, and then me being able to have the creativity to just add on whatever nail art I want to add to the nails, it just makes this a super quick and easy beginner-friendly nail set. I mean, for example, you don't even need to do the extra nail art. You could just have the French tips and still get a very clean, classy looking nail set. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. I had a lot of fun doing these nails. I also love how they're Valentine's Day related, but they're a little bit different than the more like pink and red, like I was saying. I really like it. Still gives off that Valentine's Day vibe. I will be linking the products that I use down below in the description box in case you guys want to pick anything up for yourself. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.